Go. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Blue 30. Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Roethlisberger, and this one caught by Max Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Slam. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The first carry now for Benny Snell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
55's my guy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Lincoln. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's over here.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Jack 16. Say. You draw quarter. Quarter.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, it's Samuels. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger buying time to his left. He'll try and run it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Chance.
Snickers.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, here we go.
On 3rd down, Lincoln, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Trying to get it with Snell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike Spark forward.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A nice gain at 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go. Black 20.
54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
25 yards. And the Vikings first down.
What? Behind!
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Where's the hot?
Cousins now from the 50. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now. Lincoln looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike, go. Mike 5-4. Hey, man. Watch the booth. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Watch the twist.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All right, now, 230.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, alert.
54 is Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Check.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a third one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to get.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Start! Like 30.
You got nothing to them.
They'll run on first down. Lincoln. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We own them.
They'll try the left side. Lincoln. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Strip that ball.
They'll try the left side. Lincoln. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Like 5.
Right there, 54 Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
No spacing.
Hey, watch that.
8.
Mike, 54. Cut. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, exit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Madison. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now we're... And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Flushed out right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Cousins from the gun on third. The catch is made by Dillon Mitchell. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Madison running on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mike's 50. I got.
Hey, Delta.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go, defense.
Middle.
Defense.
Snickers, got spin.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike.
Like 80.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, team.
Alert, alert.
Right there.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, 82 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On second down, it's Snell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
General West.
Mike's by 4.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike.
48.
On second down, this is Madison. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get protected grabbing some cloth.
Cousins on target to Diggs. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Dylan Mitchell there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Minnesota.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Gets through and now an opening. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing is Cousins. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dylan Mitchell, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Easy, easy. Hey, high 7.
Focus, defense, focus.
From the 41, Roethlisberger, and he rifles one incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54. You must be dreaming.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Roethlisberger going to throw it. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Samuels. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Snell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Roethlisberger to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Cousins now. And Diggs has it. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.